Oh, okay. So whatchamacallit finally got arrested.
Got him. Got him.
4 years later, they gonna have to make that a real holiday. March 20 gonna have to be a real holiday. Y'all, this Mo3 story, I should have did it 4 years ago. That should have been my very first documentary, but we here now. And I want to talk to y'all about the reason why whatchamacallit, aka Yella Beezy, is in jail right now. I know a lot of y'all have seen he got arrested. So I'm going to tell y'all about how him and Mo3 got into it, how their beef got started. But before I do that, I really want to tell Mo3's story in its entirety, because when I tell you he is one of the most talented artists from Dallas, Texas.
It's holy, oh, so holy.
He is the most talented artist from Dallas, Texas. Matter of fact, he's one of my favorite artists, period, hands down. I still haven't met any other artist who can sing as beautifully and as soulful as him. So I want to tell the story about Yella Beezy and all of that drama. But before we do that, let's get into Mo3. Mo3 was more than just this rap beef. He was a singer, songwriter, rapper, father, and somebody who influenced the entire city.
Niggas know it's every 9 day.
That 3 been dead I don't know how many years, bro, but that nigga still got a huge impact on this community.
Still like, to this day?
Yeah, still to this day. I'ma take you to the 9. They just did a toy drive out there in his name.
Melvin Noble Jr., aka Mo3, came into this world on May 31st, 1992 in McKinney, Texas. See, this young king grew up in North Dallas and went to school in Berkner High School in Richardson. His mom, Nicole, raised him in the church. He always grew up in the church, which is where I believe he got his beautiful, soulful singing style from.
Long time honey, but I know to keep my gun. Yeah. I never leave the house without my strap. I'ma keep that out. I'm not talking that flap. We gon' sweep that. Yeah. You gotta feel my pain. Look, it has been a long time struggling in the trenches. I've been out here hustling, little nigga, been trying to get rich. You don't know my struggle, little nigga, so you don't feel this. All my life I had to go and get a guy that's my witness. Oh, it's been a long time coming. Oh, so holy. Look, what a privilege and honor to worship at your throne.
Even when I'm not good to myself, Derek, keep going, no matter what. I don't care if so many people, if they're not for you, God is always going to be for you. He's more than the world against you. Don't worry about the people. Yes. Keep going, baby. That's right.
Do it.
That's y'all pray for me.
Sing, girl, sing.
He always described his mom as like the neighborhood mom house. All his boys, all his homeboys knew if they didn't have a place to go that they could come sleep on his mama's couch. And if it wasn't no room, they could sleep on the floor. But either way it go, nobody was getting left out in the cold. One of the saddest things is I saw an interview where Mo3 said that none of his friends are alive. Like none of the people who used to come over his mom's house, none of the people that he grew up with, none of them were living to see him become successful. He lost all of them to the streets or to disloyalty.
I lost all my friends. All them niggas that stayed at my mama's house, who I just told you, I lost all of them.
They're all gone.
They all gone.
That I went through a whole lot putting up with Lil Melvin. I can call him Lil Melvin. Y'all call him Mo3. He's Lil Melvin to me. He's gonna always be Lil Melvin to me. Sorry. I don't have Mo3 down yet. Sorry. But anyway, I just, like I said, I'm just so proud of him, proud of the change, because I can remember many nights of staying up all night, not knowing where he was, what he doing. But it seemed like every time he got in trouble, I felt that. And I called on the telephone in the middle of him getting in trouble. But Just like I said, I'm so proud that I don't have to go to the jailhouses no more. I don't have to pay lawyers no more because I lost a lot of things, paying lawyers and trying to keep him out of jail. Just, I don't know, he wanted to grow up so fast. I can remember, look, go way back to the trailer park. I can remember when he first thought he was grown.
The pain that Mo3 experienced dealing with betrayal from friendships, an absent father, and just overall just living a rough life, he put that into his music. See, he was all about the music life. He dropped his first mixtape called Shotters in 2014. And then 2 years later, he came through with Shotters Reloaded. That's when Boosie Badass caught wind of his talent, and he was like, yo, this kid got something special.
You know what I'm saying? I asked nigga for a picture. He say, man, hurry up, man. He said, man, hurry up, man. I'm tired. I said, oh, yeah, ain't no. I told him that too. He told me, man, for real. I said, yeah. I was like, God damn. But like when he first acknowledged me, like niggas hype me up, like, go in there. He just go in there and he gonna know who you is. Like, bro, I don't know.
You was nervous a little bit?
Yeah. Bro, I don't know. Shit, we walking a mile. I boy, what's up? He get the going. Oh, that Mo3. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You selling our shows and you woo woo. They say you that nigga. I was like, oh yeah, it's up now. I'm talking shit. I'm talking big shit. Yeah, bitch. Oh God, yeah, that's me. Yeah. Anyway, so it's like it went from there. Like, and that was like 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it went from there.
Been on the block for so long, they hate to see me. On the phone, the radio, or the TV screen. When you leave, you alone. Ooh, it's hard to be.
So during the time that Mo3 was making his way up, climbing the charts, it was another artist out of Dallas-Fort Worth area called Go Yayo. Now, Go Yayo and Mo3 did not have prior beef. They would see each other at competitions and shows and concerts and stuff like that, and it was never any smoke. But Yayo didn't like the friendly competition. He didn't like that it was another artist getting just as much clout as him, if not more. Because
just in hindsight, looking at everything 3-4 years later, you know, Mo3 was and just as you as well. Like when you went away, it hurt the DFW rap scene. When Mo3 passed, that shit really put a big standstill on the rap scene. When you look back at the rap scene as a whole, like what's your whole thoughts on all the BS in the past?
It's exactly what you said. Bullshit. Like, I gotta accept responsibility for my part that I played in this shit too. I'm a big reason why the DFW scene was popping, and I'm a big reason why the DFW scene kind of stalled out. Because I put rifts and divides in a lot of shit. Intentionally and unintentionally. Sometimes lines just get crossed and it's just the way it is, it's that. But come on now, like look what the other cities doing.
Detroit, Memphis.
That's crazy. You said Detroit, that's the first thing I'm gonna think of, Detroit.
Come on, bro.
You can't just
they
say-
did a whole concert together.
You can't just say Atlanta because Atlanta is just a great scene for music, but they not all together. They scene is just actually popping. When you see them Detroit niggas, they damn near all together.
In the studio,
you get what I'm saying?
Making shit, doing concerts together.
So where it's like, if we all came together at one point in time, which at one point in time we was not together, but it was decent.
You could be in the room together.
You know what I'm saying? But we could have goddamn been probably the biggest shit in the world.
What you did, but man, you missed it. You were supposed to be a big star. You supposed to be a big star, homie. You missed it. Y'all had a dream team. Bugatti Casino, Go Yayo,
Ronnie,
CJ Casino. Man, y'all little Ronnie, y'all had a dream team. Y'all was the hottest niggas in the country. All of y'all that Soulja Boy house, Lil Durk, all of y'all was together. That's them the niggas who went out to the league and you fucked up in college.
At the time, Go Yayo was that guy. He was the one that everybody thought was gonna be next to blow. So Yayo went and dropped this track that had all of the top 6 rappers that he claims that are from the city. And he included everybody but Mo3. Mo3 took that as a dig. Like, wait a minute, how y'all not gonna have the hottest rapper in the city on this track? What's going on? During that time, Mo3 and Yayo started to beef. They started having problems, but then they started seeing Yella Beezy and Trapboy Freddy kicking it with him more. Mind you, Mo3, Yella Beezy, Trapboy Freddy, they had all kicked it. They was all cool. They were all partners. You see them in pictures together. They used to hang together. It was no beef between them, but it kind of seemed like they chose a side, and they chose the wrong side. During this same time, Yayo was starting to lose his momentum. He was starting to lose his fan base. He got a mouth on him, and he even went as far as saying that his fans was on drugs, so he really didn't care how they felt about anything. There was one point in time where Mo3 was at a performance out in Fort Worth, and a shooting occurred. So Mo3 was literally banned from performing in the city of Dallas for an entire year, which he said that was crazy because the situation happened in Fort Worth. At this time, we didn't even really hear people playing his music. He wouldn't get any radio play, and it just seemed like the city wasn't supporting him. Now, mind y'all, I told you that Mo3 didn't have a lot of friends. He lost a lot of his childhood friends due to tragedy and whatever other reasons. So one of his closest friends was Roy Lee, who happened to be a local comedian. Now, I know y'all seen Roy Lee. He used to do them skits. They used to do the meme of him. They used to say his head looked like a Chrysler. And then he had the one skit with the tax money.
Roy.
Yeah.
Get up. Get up.
I'm up.
Get
What's
up.
up, man? What's the deal?
My taxes hit.
For real?
And I know you know my pen.
I do.
So only go get 1,000 because I still got shit
That's
to
all
do.
I'm gonna get. I ain't no type of dude like that. That's all I'm gonna get. I'm gonna just get that, and I'm gonna handle my business.
Wait, what you finna do with the 1,000?
Don't ask me that. Don't do that. Don't treat me like that. I'm gonna handle my business. I'm gonna do something positive.
Now I told you I got you, but I don't got you.
And you the only person that had me, man.
You understand? Niggas been us, hey. We been catching the bus too long and not on. You know what I mean?
You got a new car?
Yeah, man, look at my shit. Hey.
So you been
Hey.
5,000 on?
Baby.
Let's go straight back with him. And action.
Wait. Boys, bro, leave me to push the nigga all the way down there.
Let's do it. All right.
You know who put me in the mind of him? Country Wayne. Country Wayne kind of put me in the mind of Roy Lee. Let me find out he got his inspiration from Roy Lee. But Roy Lee had got into it with Yella Beezy over who repped Oak Cliff, because he was saying, like, Yella Beezy, you ain't from Oak Cliff. I ain't never seen you in my neck of the woods. You ain't never went to none of my high schools. You can't claim this side of town because we ain't never seen you from over here.
No, ain't nobody gonna fight.
He ain't gonna fight?
No.
So you telling me he's a grown man, he ain't gonna step up to the plate?
I don't know about none of that. I just know he haven't responded. I've been watching. It's not a fight. You childish. Let's stop.
childish.
How did all the drama pop out? I thought y'all was alright at first.
Yeah, I did the Real Life Street Star interview. You know, I'm talking about Tupac, Biggie, and you know, just all that. But then I guess everybody caught it when I said you can claim Oak Cliff America till you go to till you get robbed. You see what I'm saying? So I guess everybody caught it. So I did an interview with Hit That Name, and he called up there. You know, like, you ain't go to school in Oak Cliff. He ain't go to schools in Oak Cliff and all that. So he ain't, you know, so now I seen him at King of Diamonds, and he tried to sneak me. And shit, I got jumped a little bit by his partner and them, but he ain't hit me, so that's why I want to fight a one-on-one.
Say, y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with me asking another grown man to fight in the ring for charity for the kids for $12,000. Extortion! Everybody gotta speak up for him. That's extortion. That's what it's gonna turn into. You're gonna get it started. They see you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't do nothing to the two dudes that robbed you. You ain't do nothing to them. Extortion. That's what it's gonna turn into. Everybody gonna see that you ain't speaking up for yourself. You're a grown man. You ain't speaking up for yourself. You can't act like you too busy. Everybody busy. Everybody got something going on in life. So what you gonna do? I wanna fight for $12,000 in the ring for the kids' charity for $12,000, and we give it to whoever. That's easy. If you don't wanna do that, just call me and we squash it that kind of way.
Now, the beef was kind of friendly, and if you ask me, it could have stayed friendly because Roy Lee just wanted to fight. He just wanted to fade. He was really trying to turn it into a professional fight, but Yella Beezy didn't like that. He didn't like being called out, and he wasn't trying to fight at all. Next thing you know, Roy Lee got shot, and he ended up in the hospital with complications. 2 weeks later, he got released from the hospital. Then 2 weeks after that, he decided to go do one of his bookings. He wasn't fully healed yet. So instead of him resting the way that he was supposed to rest, he did a booking. And then long story short, they said they found him in a hotel room unresponsive. He passed away due to a blood clot aneurysm. Obviously, people are saying that happened because of him getting shot a month prior. Then people started connecting Yella Beezy possibly having something to do with Roy Lee getting shot. Now, around this time, a little bit before this time, is when I started to notice Mo3 myself, because I'm a huge fan of Mo3. But he first caught my attention when he was doing them covers, y'all. When I tell you that boy could sing, and I remember him sitting in his kitchen of his luxury apartment doing all of them covers, because I started saying, like, damn, wherever he live at, I'm trying to move in that building because his kitchen nice. I know that building is nice, you know. And all of his covers, he would do them in that same exact kitchen. I remember him doing the cover to Sierra and it was another gospel song he did a cover to. I'm like, man, this dude could blow. Mind you, I had no idea about none of the beef or any of that was going on, because his voice was so soulful. I didn't even see him in that light. And so when I found out he was into rap beef, I'm like, huh? Not him, not the church. Nah. But as I started listening to the lyrics a little closer, it all started to make sense. Man, once Roy Lee passed away, yeah, all hell broke loose. It was at that moment, it was like Mo3 just didn't have anything to lose, which he did. He did have children, but he was just moving very reckless, I have to say.
I laid up in a hospital talking about he got in a car wreck. Boy, talking about you broke your leg. Tell these niggas you really got hit up. Yeah, you capping.
Sort of like he lost his consciousness, you know. He went from being very quiet about his moves to being very openly loud and bragging about the things that he was doing in his music. And without saying too much, he was pretty much telling on himself and telling everything that was going down in his music. So after one of Yella Beezy's performances, he left the club. When he was in the club, he was with, you know, his entourage. But when he left the club, he was by himself. And he ended up getting shot and getting into a car accident. He went to the hospital while he had one of the biggest charting songs on the radio. That's On Me, Baby. I know y'all heard that song. Yeah, you can snoop if you wanna, but that's On Me, Baby. Yeah, that song. And when people were asking Yella Beezy, like, what happened to you? He just told everybody he was in a car accident. Well, this ticked Mo3 off. He didn't like the fact that he wasn't telling people what really happened to him. Mo3 wanted everybody to know that he got his revenge for what happened to Roy Lee. So Mo3 took it to the studio and let it be known.
First we hit up that rapper, then hit up that sprinter. I know all about they little hideout.
It hurts me deep down inside.
Gotcha.
Now that's one person. You talking about a nigga with clout, with money. That one person that it up 3 heads so bad that he didn't care about nothing else. When we left Roy Lee's funeral, he didn't care about nothing else. Like,
You don't know, but I miss you. Never gonna get this time. Sometimes I want.
But at this point, people weren't coming outside. Hence the reason Mo3 hopped on that track. They scared to come outside. Yeah, that was real. Mo3 real life had these men scared to go to canceling performances, scared to go outside. I mean, the streets just wasn't the same. He was in his villain era. All while climbing the charts. Imagine doing this while having multiple hit singles with Kevin Gates, Boosie. I mean, he had Long Time Coming in 2019, Broken Love featuring Kevin Gates. This track trended at number 8 on the top 10 chart shortly after its release. He had OG Outside with Bobby Billions. It was so many different songs. My personal favorite is the one he did with Boosie. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner, everybody ain't a real one. If I say I got you, I got you. Yeah, I played that song out, and I'm gonna play it as soon as I'm done editing this content. It was clear at this point that Mo3 was bigger than every artist in the city. He wasn't keeping it local. All of the celebrities were starting to know who he was. His name was ringing bells outside of Dallas. And I really wish that at this point is when he would have moved outside of Dallas. But Mo3 was just too tied to his city. He couldn't leave it alone. I always remember this interview that Boosie did. I think he did it on one of them podcasts. I'm not going to say the name, but Boosie said for any rapper, once you make it big and once you starting to make it big, you need to leave your hometown. You have to leave your hometown. That's a requirement. And I wish he would have spit that knowledge to Mo3, which he probably did, but Mo3 was stubborn, you know? And he was a ladies' man. So it was kind of hard for him to leave all of that love and attention that he was getting. Plus, he was close to his mom and he had kids. Speaking of kids, y'all, did y'all know that one of his baby mamas is the girl Jade? If you're a millennial, I know you remember that girl Jade from the high school bathroom scene. It was this viral video that she went viral back in the day, y'all, for picking an argument with another innocent teenager that she went to school with. And she was the bully, she was the aggressor, but she ended up getting her ass turned. That's why you don't go around bullying people. But who would have thought, like, how did them two link up? I really would love to be a fly on the wall. Yeah, he had multiple baby mamas, and he made multiple songs about women being his downfall, too. It's crazy because he had that song called Money Maya, Messy Maya. Drop it in the comments and let me know. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. And ultimately, in my opinion, I still feel like a woman ended up being his downfall. One morning when he was leaving a woman's house. So when he was leaving a woman's house, that's when he ended up getting chased down by 2 gunmen. The story was first told that the lady's house that he was at there, they were claiming that her son ended up telling her baby daddy that Mo3 was over there. That was the story that was told at first. And then I still don't know how true that is, but then what we do know is that Mo3 saw a car following him. So he tried to turn off into a gas station. The car kept following him, so he hopped on the highway. In a panic, he hopped on the highway, but it was a traffic jam, y'all. So this man hopped out the car, tried to pop the trunk to go get his weapon. Complications was happening, and he started running for his life. And they shot him down on I-35. They took his life. Mind you, all of this was on camera, so the men, they were caught. And it's crazy because one of the dudes was flexing on social media. He got paid for what he did, and he immediately took to social media and started flexing. One of the most hurtful things to me was going on Trapboy Freddy's story the same day that it happened. And he was flexing, y'all. He couldn't even hold his excitement in. He was flexing, talking about, man, who got the highway shut down? And it was just wild. He was talking about it's a celebration, where the dancers at.
Man, whoever got the motherfucking freeway blocked out need to get y'all shit, dog. God damn. Nick can't even get on the freeway. And Law got the freeway blocked off all the way on Polk, dog. They got going. Talking and doing all that in your videos, nigga. God don't like ugly. I believe in God. I don't believe in no nigga.
And they was all just making a mockery of it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so upset, y'all. I didn't even want to hear that man Trapboy Freddy music. They started playing his music on the radio. I'm like, no, turn this shit off. I don't want to hear this shit. First of all of them men, their music was trash compared to Mo3. Not even comparable. It's no comparison at all whatsoever. But after Mo3 passed away, I'm not gonna lie, it does seem like, you know, people kind of chose sides. You either chose Mo3 side or you chose Trapboy Freddy side. And I seen a lot of people siding with Trapboy Freddy. His music was playing in heavy rotation, which is just not the type of love that they weren't showing that same type of love to Mo3 before he passed. A lot of his records was getting spent after he passed, but let's be real. When he was still here, they weren't giving that man his flowers while he was still here.
I appreciate all the time we had together.
I remember pulling up, blasting his music, pulling up to my apartment complex, and all the young niggas that was sitting outside just was kind of staring at me, and I felt weird. And I'm like, dang, why I can't play his music no more? Like, what's up? The same music that I've been playing every day, is it a problem now, you know? Because the city was just split, y'all. Everything was just real weird after that. But you know what? The same dude who started all of this drama, the Yayo dude, he went on the interview to say, like, he wished he would have never started some of this drama, because now all of the focus is on Houston. Now everybody is moving to Houston, relocating to Houston, partying in Houston. The rap scene is booming in Houston and Memphis and Atlanta. Every other city is getting their shine except for Dallas. Because it seems like everybody else knew how to stick together at a time where they knew it was important to stick together, and everybody in Dallas was too busy beefing. Dallas was about to take off. Dallas was about to be on the map. You see how all the Memphis rappers was on the map at a point in time and they got their shine? Atlanta got their shine. Houston got their shine. It was time. That was time for Dallas, and it didn't happen. And he do blame himself for that. But anyway, y'all, Mo3 will always be legendary to me because of the style of his voice. It's just something I've never heard. Like, I've never heard one rapper who can sing the way he do. I've never even heard a singer who can rap and sing the way he do. I can't even compare it to nobody. I can't name not one person who is multi-talented the way that he is. So that's why his death was like such a big deal to me, because his music got me through some of my hardest times. He will always be remembered, always be cherished in this household, because good music is good music. I ain't one to try to get off into whatever them men do in their personal lives, but good music is good music. So rest in peace, rest in paradise to Mo3. Yella Beezy just got arrested the other day for his connection to it. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out at the trial, man. They gave that man the only thing I didn't like is they gave that man a $2 million bond. Like, I'm pretty sure he's out on bond by now. Like, that's nothing to him. So, y'all, this story was long overdue, but I hope I did it justice. So y'all comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. It's your girl, Receipts with Real. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's the best way to support me. And I will catch y'all next time.